Reginald Douglas wasn't your average kid. Born in the streets of Harlem, while other kids were out playing tag, Cisco was out here chasing dollars. He was grinding and making money by the time he was 9 years old. Whether it was shining shoes, running errands, or flipping whatever he can get his hands on, Cisco had that natural hustle in him from the start. He was full of ambition and was very fearless. This was way before crack hit. Heroin was the dominant drug during this time, and there were fewer organized crews locking down entire neighborhoods, so lane was wide open. With him being so smart and aggressive, he quickly carved out his own territory quickly. Heroin was imported cheap and sold at massive markup. For real, you could buy an ounce for a few $100s and flip it into thousands when breaking down into street-level bags or bundles. By the time Cisco hit his early teens, he wasn't just watching the big dogs, he was sitting at the table. He was learning the codes, the players, the money, the moves. He didn't get there by accident. See, what puts him in his own lane is that usually a kid that's hustling as a teenager is selling dimes by the age 16. He was already moving weight at that time, already a major player at 14. In those times, law enforcement didn't expect a kid to be on that level. Age 15, being a multi-millionaire, flying around in all types of machines in the city. His girl riding in a convertible Benz. Now, this wasn't normal in the 1960s and 70s, especially for a black teenager. We're talking about a time when most teenagers couldn't even afford a bus pass. And most dudes his age, they were still riding bikes. He moved his family to a mansion in the West Coast in Las Vegas, waving to neighbors like Redd Foxx. Now, while grown men was out here dreaming about making it out the hood, Cisco already had it. He had the house, the money, the cars, all before he could legally buy a drink. Now, this wasn't luck, this was all hustle. But he wasn't the only one young and getting it. His associate, Eddie Barnes, was young buying mansions, going on $20,000 shopping sprees on a regular. Money wasn't an issue, they was definitely printing it. Now, Cisco and his crew would be seen at the flyest events, wearing tailored mink coats, diamond watches, and fresh leather suits, living fast but partying harder, and shutting down entire venues, attending wild, exclusive private parties at the legendary Tiger Lounge with champagne flowing, high rollers, the best street figures around, celebrities, live bands, and women from all over. His lifestyle involved rubbing shoulders with kingpins, politicians, and entertainers, so he had to stay on his game, fly at all times, he never took a day off. See, let me tell you something about this photo right here. Let me put y'all on some game. He had the silk trousers, clean crisp, draping just right, the 3/4 silk blazer, same color, tailored to perfection. Silk vest to match, layered, smooth, sitting flawless, and on his feet, the burgundy crocodile shoes, custom imported, shining in the sunlight like they were breathing on their own. And to top it off, the fedora. Tilt just low enough just to let you know, this man is nothing to be played with. His style was untouchable. At just 17 years old, Cisco was dressing sharper than most grown men you see today. Let's talk about it. When you look at a lot of kids, and even grown men, today, the dress game has fallen off. And today's time is all about chasing hype brands. What a bunch of logos, over branding. People out here thinking just because they got designer on that they fly. But let me tell you one thing. You can't put a price on fashion. See, in Cisco's era, how you dress was your business card. It spoke for you before you even said a word. Your shoes had to shine. Your suit had to fit. Your presence had to pop. It was about how you move, how you present yourself, and how you live. We don't see that level of style or presence too often anymore. And that's really the sad part, but we've seen fast money and fast success hurt people in these stories. In the dope game, young kingpins often rise too fast without having the time to build a real loyalty or long-term relationship. Cisco also had people in his circle that just felt entitled to his success and believed that they should have had a bigger share. He started making power moves, moving his family away. Just like I said earlier, he moved his entire family to Vegas, staying out the way. So he started to distance himself. A lot of jealous friends took it personal. Now, friends could become enemies overnight, when they feel threatened or replaced. Now, the saddest part about Cisco Kid's story is that he didn't even make it to see his full potential. He died at just 21 years old. We never got to see what he could have truly become. I mean, it looks as he was already on his way out the game. He moved away and he had 2 stores going on. So it looks like he would have took the legitimate route eventually. Now, many may question why amazing stories like this gets overlooked or not as popular as the other ones like, Frank Lucas, American Gangster, and all the other ones. Well, Cisco's story was powerful but short-lived, which limited the amount of media coverage, legal battles, and big moments that could have carried into public memory. He passed away before he ever faced the system in a high-profile way. So with that being said, there were no big courtroom stories, betrayals, or government deals to sensationalize. I would definitely be interested in seeing this story on the big screen, but filmmakers love stories for court transcripts, law enforcement files, and news coverage because it gives them a clear story arc. He had none of that. His life wasn't heavily documented by the system or the press, which makes it harder to develop into a film without serious, deep research. But he's definitely a legend in my eyes. He stamped 116th Street, and the old heads, they still remember him, not just for what he did, but how he did it at a young age. He was dressing cleaner, moving smarter, and living faster than most grown men will ever. Now, when you mention legends like Cisco, they don't stay long, but they never get forgotten. And if you want to read his book, you can tune into this Instagram page that I'm posting right now. That's his wife, his ex-wife. That's the page, and then you can definitely tap into the Sun when you can order the book online. So that's that. But anyway, if you like the video, check out the playlist, man. I have plenty more work for y'all. Show love, hit the like button, don't be a stranger. Hit the comments. If you got nothing to say, man, just let me see a fire emoji or something, man. Let me know y'all live, man, but subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. I'm out.